You got a cankerworm right there, and you can see the shot coal gun. It looks like they shot little pellets through there, and that's them feeding on the leaves.
It's tree pest season. The city has just begun their pesticide spraying for parts of Winnipeg, but just how bad will tent caterpillars and cankerworms be this summer?
What the tent caterpillars do, they usually go in a 10 to 15 year cycle of increase and decrease, and we're starting to see a little bit of it, so there are going to be hot spots out there.
Entomologist Taz Stewart says some areas of the city will see both tent caterpillar activity and cankerworm, but it won't be a terrible year. The city began spraying for caterpillars Sunday night in Fort Richmond, Deer Lodge, and South River Heights. Stewart says the city's pesticide program is a great way to protect Winnipeg's elm trees.
Right now, using the BTK to spray it is the most biologically and microbially friendly program to control them.
Banding your trees is an indirect way to help reduce Dutch elm disease.
Winnipegger Chris Schmidt started a tree banding company 20 years ago when he was 10.
We can see, based on the effectiveness of what we've been doing and the lack of cankerworms in the areas that we've been banding for 20 years, that this is working.
On top of the city's pesticide program, Schmidt says these environmentally friendly sticky bands are a great way to stop cankerworms from laying eggs in the trees, but it can't stop tent caterpillars as the females fly.
If her eggs aren't in the canopy, when the springtime comes and they hatch, those cankerworms won't eat the leaves. And how this is related to Dutch elm disease is the Dutch elm disease is it's a disease that actually lives on a beetle. It's a flying beetle. And so what that beetle will do is it will actually attack trees that have reduced foliage and canopy, and that's a sign that this tree is actually stressed out. And so these beetles with Dutch elm disease will go after these trees as they're more susceptible to the disease.
Both Stewart and Schmidt recommend banding on top of pesticides to control the caterpillar population. Banding should be done between August and September. Spraying is scheduled to occur Sunday to Thursday evenings over the next 4 weeks. In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.